Hello everyone, back to my channel Emotions Unplugged. I'm back over here with the same tagline. It's time to speak with Dr. Subhashri. Few days ago we actually discussed about resilience and its impact. Today actually I'm going to deal with, as I said, that it would be a second episode of this topic, resilience. Today's scenario is something different. As we are talking about the stress level of the youth mass, the anxiety level of the present situation that's going on, as we were discussing in the last episode, exam stress, the war stress, the sort of insecurity, fear, everything is going on. To make it more simple enough on our part to discuss exactly what is really resilience we are talking about. Actually, there are different life stresses, and in order to come up with those life stresses, resilient has been, is also proved as most one of the competent functionary. Talking about can we change the culture in which the today's children are living? There are many adverse life experiences going on, but we can't create a culture. So, where stands this point of resilience? In my last episode, I said it is actually a personality trait, but rather today I'll say that it is a capacity that develops over time. That means it has to grow with your life, with every situation that you are dealing with. It might happen at the individual level or at the interpersonal level also. Particularly when we are talking about the childhood scenario or the phase of an individual, we never know what sort of traumatic experiences a child would have come across or would have suffered through. Perhaps that might be the reason which worsens the child's both emotional and physical outcomes. So, in that case, at the individual level, how we are going to deal with the personality characteristics of those children? We have seen that few children have a deep sense of intense self-control. Means easily they can adapt to whatever changes happens in their life, but there are others who can't adapt. They cannot connect with other people, they cannot share anything to others. If at one end a child is developing a sense of faith and hope with someone by connecting, and the other end there are a few group who can't develop anything, rather they suffer from those stress. Perhaps few children are fortunate enough that they are born with such type of strengths or capabilities. But what would be the other end of the scenario? That means how we are building the self-esteem, that talks about resilience. But building a self-esteem cannot again start from the vacuum. Everywhere, again, my sole motto or mission of sharing everything with the audiences, what always I prefer is building relationships. And For your kind information, ideally this starts at home itself. Every child has its their own unique potential and strength. But we need to be very specific and honest in encouraging those skills, those potentials lying with the child. So, what is the most simplest solution today I am going to share with every one of us? That the most easiest solution is start developing a concept of family dinner or family meals together. It can be any time of the day. When I used to address my class also, I used to address my children. That try to be a part of those family meals. Maybe a breakfast, maybe the lunch, maybe the dinner. So there actually the environment which develops, that builds up a positive connection between a parent and a child. Here comes the role of the parent. Because several research, several surveys have also been conducted in this regard, and it has been seen that if individuals have family meals together, that results in not only high academic test scores, it also lowers down the rate of obesity, and there are also fewer suicidal thoughts, because now, as if it has become a trend that to every other child, if we'll ask the same question, they are more likely to say that I'm not easy going with my life, I feel like committing or attempting suicide. Why? I think if at all the members will be sitting together, the parent would be in a position to be aware of what is going on in the mind of his or her own child. How that positive emotions through interaction can be strengthened. Because obviously, it is very easy to identify the facial expression and appearances of a child's face. From that expressions itself, it becomes easy to judge what's going on in the mind of a child. Is my child happy? Is my child in a tense position? Is my child thinking something? So if this sort of family communication starts to develop on the dining table itself, so perhaps that provides an ample opportunity for positive parenting, which will say rather positive parenting, because besides all the counselors, besides the teachers, I think the best counselor is the parent. Obviously, in today's situation, we will see that more than 95% of both the parents are working. Hardly they do find time for their child. But now it's the most high time that somehow or other from the entire 24-hour schedule, you have to search for that 2 minutes for your child. You have to sit with your child for 2 minutes. Because this consistently leads to resilience. Obviously, unfortunately, there are many families where a child is bereft of a supportive parent. So in that case, if an adult person is there available in the child's life who can properly take care of the child, think about the betterment of the child, and identify what is essential for the child, hopefully that child will not suffer from that support system which he demands, which he desires, which he requires. Hopefully, my today's episode of how to build self-esteem through resilience acting as a major life stressor just minutely thinking about having a family meal together to identify what's going on in a child's mind, I think that would be the best impact on the today's youth scenario. Find some time for them. Hopefully, eventually, we might come up with different ideas how to build up this resilience and what sort of positive impact this resilience is going to put not only in the youth mass but also on the adults, so that it can give a best platform to lead a good life in the future days to come, instead of the fact that what sort of adverse situations and challenges are going on in our life. Very soon I'll be coming back with my another episode, but till then, think about the points. Don't forget to give your like, your subscription, your comment on the episode about resilience and my channel Emotions Unplugged. Have a great day ahead. Stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you. Bye bye.